So does your teenager get really nervous when it comes to creative writing? And do they freeze up every time they need to write a story and get writer's block? Here are the top 5 skills your teenager needs to use for creative writing. To use some ambitious sentence openers. For example, instead of using one day or one sunny morning, sounds really simple, right? Jazz that up and use something such as, the sunshine peered through my window as I woke up to a beautiful morning. You can start off with an adverb such as suddenly or cautiously if you're doing sort of like a scary story. And yeah, just make it more interesting. Number 2, to use more ambitious vocabulary. Instead of using words such as happy, you can use words such as joyous or joyful. Really think of different synonyms so you can actually just make your writing more descriptive. Number 3, you can also use ambitious punctuation. So ambitious punctuation to show a variation in your stories. For example, you can use an ellipsis, ... when you are doing a scary story, when you want to build tension in a story. For example, she slowly opens the door, ... Or to capture a certain emotion, I feel so distraught right now, ... You can use some fantastic writing techniques. Metaphors are fantastic like that. So, for example, if you wanted to say Natalie was a roaring lion, that would be a metaphor because you're comparing me to a roaring lion and giving a direct comparison. So those types of techniques will really help your story stand out. You can use so many variations of techniques such as metaphors and similes, comparing to something to the other, using as or like. Or you can use, like if you're going to introduce a certain sound in your story, like onomatopoeia, bang, pop, crash, wallop. Use a variety of sentence structures. So using sentence structures such as simple sentences, compound sentences and complex sentences, and using a variation in your stories to create a certain effect. If you would like to see more about sentence structures, check out my last video where I go through the different sentence structures that you can use. If you're going to introduce characters to your story, why not get them to actually speak in your story? Really help the reader understand what type of characters you are introducing into the story. So guys, these are my top 5 skills that your teenager needs to use for creative writing. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, don't forget to sign up to my mailing list where resources and tips when it comes to writing for your teenager. I'll leave the link in the description box below. And thank you for tuning in, guys. Subscribe to my channel and click on your notification bell wherever it is so you could be the first to know when I have my next video. Thank you, guys, and remember, reach your full potential with confidence. Really nervous. So does your teenager get really nervous? So does your teenager get really nervous when it comes to creative writing? And do they freeze up?
And start writing